But when the light breaks... I knew it. I felt it in my gut. Something was going to pop up with her bloody face. Guys, it's me, Gatvol Macy, and welcome back to another Horror Wednesday. Horror Game Wednesday with Gatvol Macy. Thank you for the thumbs up. Continue playing. I will continue playing. We're going to finish this, the letter. So the last time we played, we were still playing with Zach. Yeah, still playing with Zach. Still playing Zach. I think this is going to be the last part of Zach, but I'm not so sure. I want to try and keep it moving because I really want to find out what the deal is, what the story is about, you know. We keep getting closer and closer. Hannah, I think we got even more closer because she called out the prince, which maybe he's the one who killed the lady with the black hair. We're going to find out in this next episode of The Letter. So, without further ado, The Letter, part 9 or 10. It's somewhere there. It's going to 10. It's close to 10. See you guys at the end of the video. Do this. I almost forgot where to click just now. Right, yes, Zach has gone to the church to get the priest. Remember, the priest guy is his friend. Okay. As it turns out, I do have another choice. I'm not a religious person. I won't identify myself as such. If you are a religious person, don't take offense, okay? I respect everyone for whatever religion they have. It's just a part of the story. So don't be offended by it, okay? Respect each other. Don't hate on each other, okay? It's the moral. It's the moral. Or rather, I can't. Sure, my grandparents didn't have to force me to go weekly. I'd happily join them. Alright. In fact, most of my childhood Sundays have been spent attending service. It's simply that as you get older, the more experiences you get, forming your own beliefs on things becomes easier, for the lack of a better word. And at one point, it just stopped, that kind of thing. Nevertheless, I had no disdain for it. Click! Sometimes it does help. I need to get some water. I'm going to be talking a lot now. When things are really, really bad, when the dreams won't stay where they should be. Okay, talking does a bit. Okay. I don't think he believes in the ghost kind, but there he went. Maybe he has something to say about the photos as well. It won't hurt since I've already gone ahead and went to Anselm. Who's Anselm? Okay. At daybreak on my bike. Is Anselm the church? Okay. At the very least, I know I won't get shouted at by whoever answers the door.
Unless someone does that inside a church. I highly doubt it.
Yeah, I do highly doubt that too. So. Despite its age, the Luxbourne Church is a thing of wonder in itself, with its high vaulted ceilings and intricate stained glass windows. Okay. One of the many gifts in the Ermengarde family donated to the community in its early days. Or so I heard from Rebecca. She mentioned this once, although most of it flew over my head then. At this time of the day, the church is mostly empty, save for a few visitors and ushers shoveling about, some muttering their prayers under their breath. The scene of burning candles and incense permeate, okay, the air, giving the place a general feeling of reverence. I'm sorry, my English bad. Pretty welcoming, all in all. Even so, I keep the noise my treads make to a minimum. Disturbing the quiet feels like a sin alone. I need water. Let's get to the bloody priest, man. He doesn't seem to have noticed me, and I have to give him a little tap on the shoulder. When he looks, though, to say he's surprised is an understatement. Okay.
Stay away.
Oh, shit. Oh, dude, I literally got myself goosebumps now. That was so, like, why is she gonna jump out just like that? Like, fucking, when I just started the video, man. His voice comes out a whisper, almost inaudible in the hush, a quiet restraint in deference to where we both are standing. But the tremor is there. He focuses on me with wide bulging eyes, copious amount of sweat appearing on his forehead, despite the relative coolness of the place.
Father Norman?
Keep your distance.
Hey, it's me, Zach, remember?
Stay away, don't come near me.
It must be the fever talking, or whatever he caught. It's the bloody bitch behind you, man! It has to be. No, turn around. No, don't turn around. I don't recall ever doing anything for him to drive me away like this. It's not you, it's the ghost behind you. Fuck, she's just fucking creepy, man. I don't know what it is about her that scares me so much. It's just, she just pops up suddenly and just like, ugh, the whole time, man. In all the years I've known him, he's been nothing but polite, nothing but accepting of people regardless of beliefs or status in life. For words akin to a threat to come out of him, it's simply beyond unimaginable.
Go back to where you came from. Leave.
Father, what did I do?
Leave now.
He's scared of the ghost. He recoils, his ankle catching on the edge of the dais as he backs away. His shout when I attempt to reach out again echoes through the entire hall, catching the attention of the few people inside. I try to keep a level tone, but with these strangers' eyes trained on us, panic starts to weave its way into me.
Stay away, demon. Go back to the hell you came from.
Father, it's okay. I only came here for some pictures I thought looked odd. I figured you might know something.
From my pocket I fish out the photos and try to hand it to him. Instead he strikes my wrist away, almost like an accusation, and sends the photographs fluttering uselessly to the floor. Helpless, I can only watch as he curls into himself on the ground, a sad, blubbering mess whimpering to himself. He tips his head forward and begins rocking, his hands clapped over his ears. Jesus, he's really petrified, man.
That accursed spirit, so full of anger and pain.
Do a fucking,
I can't sleep. I can't eat everywhere I look.
What the hell? What is going on? Do an exorcism or something.
Go away, go away. Go away. You're not supposed to be here. This is a house of God. Be gone, demon. Lord have mercy, God our Lord, King of ages, all-powerful and almighty.
Jesus. A number of people have moved closer, mostly just to gawk. Thankfully, as if to save him from being an utter spectacle, 2 ushers come out, taking him away. One of them, the kid from earlier, shoots me an apologetic look. I can't even return it to him. Anxiety is a powerful thing, a firm little notion that clings, eats and consumes you. I can still hear his prayers even as they drag him away.
May he keep at bay and vanquish every evil power, every poison or malice invoked against us by corrupt and envious people.
Shit.
Then under the protection of your authority may we sing in gratitude.
It rings, hums in me as I am left to pick up the pieces of this chaos. Back to square one we go. If there is salvation in this, I hope we find it soon. Shit, man. What did that bitch do? Gee, she must have really done something so horrific and bad, because it's just like, it's just overwhelming. That's all it is. Okay, it's back at his little tiny apartment. The moon is well into the night sky by the time I make it back home. My heavy treads and the sound of traffic outside echoing in my ears, filling the empty room with some resemblance of life. Okay, Nana would scold me if she ever hears me walk like that, but after today I really can't give a damn about everything. The mattress creaks under my weight as I unceremoniously, I almost fucked that up, flop down on it, and I find myself looking at the paper under my grip. Be there, Hana. Oh, it's the housewarming party. Oh right, that's right. He goes there. With a sigh, I let my hand fall to the side of the bed along with the invitation. I'll think about it tomorrow when my head ain't muddled with thoughts of a headless woman and the haunting smiles of a ghost. Belatedly, it occurs to me I haven't eaten anything since I left this morning, and an empty, gnawing ache makes itself known, but I can't bring myself to stand up. Today was a complete waste of time, and frankly a disappointment. I don't like this. The lack of certainty, the disquiet, the lack of stable ground to stand on, the part where I do not know what will come tomorrow. Ever since that damn letter, everything has been thrown out of the loop. I wish everything stayed the same. Routine would have been easier to make sense of than this. Closing my eyes, I let the noise from the streets below lull me to sleep. At the very least, that's the one thing that hasn't changed. Saturday! Oh, he's dreaming about his mother singing again. Does he always dream about them? Yes.
No, wait! Come back! I'll be good this time! Please don't leave! Please stay!
Shame, man. The floorboards are cold under my feet more than it usually is. The walls more forbidding than what I'm used to. Farther and farther the room goes. Ma singing ceases and Pa... I can't hear Pa. Jesus Christ, that scared the shit out of me. Not above the raucous clanging and the deafening roar of gunshots, nor the screams replacing the comforting soft melodies. There's only the blinding fear. But when the light breaks... Jesus Christ. I knew it. I felt it in my gut. Something was going to pop up with her bloody face. A scream ripples through the air. Is she coming about now? Is she coming about now? Oh my word. My whole body feels distant. My hand is sweaty. I need to... Okay, get your shit together, man. Get your mouse ready. Okay, just a second. I got it. Just a second. Okay. Every limb heavy with lead, all unable to move at will. Not even so, I can wipe the beads of sweat forming at my temple. The rasping of my breath easily fills the room in the wee hours while I force it back into a steady rhythm. There is a tightness in my chest I can't shake off, my heart pounding against it as if it's about to burst out. Something cold has settled in my legs. Not the usual chill that comes and goes with the passing breeze from the window, but one strong enough to sting, shackle, and leave a frigid sensation creeping up my skin. With every struggle I make, the pressure winds firmly around my legs, tighter and tighter and tighter, all until it becomes too much. Oh, you mother. Another draft sweeps into the room and brings with it the iron tang of blood, thick, suffocating. What the hell did this bitch do, man? Filling my nose with a foul, sickening smell as I shift my gaze downwards and it slowly comes into view. Oh my god. Mouth stretched in a hideous smile and eyes brimming with nothing but madness. The stench of gore taints the air around me and I can't look away. From it, from the terror and death that her uncanny twisted features alone scream. I try to open my mouth to shout, to ask for any help, but my voice has left my body altogether. All I have is the painful realization that no kind of plea will ever save me from her. Then suddenly the bed dips. Ah! Oh my god! What? Okay. What gave me the idea, or the thought and idea, the same thing, that she was gonna fucking jump up at me with her mouth fucking wide open like that? First of all, close that mouth. Second of all, why? How did I know? Why does... I think it's just the image that it just stays on the screen, and my screen is really big. Okay? So, like you can see the light of my screen on my entire face. Okay? So it's very big. It's big. So when that pops up, I got that in my face, like right here in my face. And I think that's what the thing that scares me is that I want to back away, but I've got to read the text, you know, and read what he's thinking, what he's saying. The brutal plunge back into myself jerks me awake. Wait a second. Okay. So let's think about this for a second. Okay, so, I mean, for Hannah, the spirit has come out, but it hasn't like grabbed her or whatever, or you know, been malicious like that, you know. But with Isabella, she got it tenfolds all over. Just she got it the worst, and now Zach has gotten it like really bad. So, is it because Hannah is staying in the house, and then maybe she just resembles the lady of the house before her a long time ago or something? I don't know. Let's keep it moving. I need to get some water just now. There is no ear-splitting scream, no wild thrashing of limbs. Just a painful, constricting awareness that something has wound itself tightly around my neck. I waste no second pulling a blanket away, but allow myself a few minutes to steady my breathing before getting off the bed. Inhale, hold, exhale. Okay. 1 step, 2 steps, 3. But the dreams have gotten worse. Ever since 2 days ago, no longer are they the small, cursory flashes that I'm used to, but vivid ones that linger. I can still feel the blood in my hands, the putrid smell of rotting flesh, the sickening crunch of bones breaking with every movement, and her cold, chilling eyes as they bore into me. I draw in one long, ragged breath, and before I know it, I'm walking out the door. Even in the waking world, it reeks. We're outside now. A bench of the park is far from the most private place for thoughts in Luxbourne, considering its location at the heart of a bustling city. But in the early hours of the morning, it provides enough peace and quiet for any poor, problematic soul who happens to wander here. The city is just waking up, a little later than usual. But knowing what day it is, one can't fault it for being a little tardy just this once. Yet neither the pleasant morning chill nor the soft twittering of birds does anything to banish the images. Every single one... Oh, my throat is going now. Every single one has rooted itself in my head, its claws digging deep in what is no longer a safe place to hide in.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Take a key and lock him up, lock him up, lock him up. Take a key and lock him up, my fair lady. London Bridge is falling
Does she
down,
just keep singing?
down,
I can't take it.
Down.
I can't take it. No, make it stop.
My fair
Make
lady.
it stop.
Take a key and lock him
Make it
lock
stop.
him up,
Make
lock him
it
up.
stop.
Hey, mister.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What do you want? I don't like kids. Irritating little blighters. A lot of them. Okay, maybe not all of them. But I don't like little, tiny, irritating kids. I have bad experience with little, tiny, little kids. Like this little, tiny kid. What do you want? Hey, mister. What? The tiny voice gives me a pause. When I look up, a little girl, maybe about 6 or 7, is peering at me. 2 wide eyes overflowing with what can only be the natural curiosity one typically sees in children. I vaguely note the same Goretti uniform she's wearing before returning her greeting.
Hey, kid.
Yeah, hey, what you want? I'm busy.
Kylie.
Kylie. You're just giving me your name.
Kylie?
Kylie. Hey,
That's
Kylie.
my name.
Alright, no problem. She's a feisty little one, isn't she? What's she, like 5?
Mama said it's rude not to call people by their names.
Well, in some cultures, if you call someone by their first name, that is considered rude. Let's move on. She then flops down on the empty space beside me. Don't sit next to me. Why? Why? Why do kids like me so much? Why? What? Do I look interesting? Is there something on my face? Do I look funny to you? Do I look funny to you? She can't respond. Okay. I don't mind kids. I don't mind kids. I just don't like naughty kids. Okay. I don't mind kids. I just don't like naughty kids. That's the proper way to say it. What does...
Sorry.
What do you want?
Nice to meet you, Kylie.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Is Mama here?
No, but my big brother's with me. He's taking pictures with his camera over there.
Oh, wow, that's not creepy at all. She points to the far end of the park. It doesn't look to be birds because all there is on that side of the park are buildings.
I don't see what's so interesting with the tip of a building, though. I'd take pictures of dogs if I were him. They're cuter.
Maybe he's an architect. Or is that too big of a word for you to say? Architect, but you can say interesting and building and pictures.
Do you have a camera too, mister?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm actually a photographer.
Mama said I'm too young to get a camera.
Yeah, you are. You're gonna drop it somewhere. Drop it in a well or in that fountain over there.
I'm sure your mama will eventually give you one. But won't you be late for school like this?
Big brother will get us there on time. Rowan promised Papa.
Rowan, is that his name? Okay. We got Rowan and Kylie.
Aren't going to be late. It's sports day. So it's not good if you keep looking like that today.
Looking like what?
If it ends up raining and we lose, it's your fault.
Oh, is it because I look unhappy or whatever?
All right, I'll try not to upset the clouds today, kid.
Yeah. Sometimes, in some cultures, okay, if the clouds come and starts raining, it's actually a sign of good luck. You know, what about all those fields and farms that are busy drying up and dying? All that rain will help. Sorry, I'm ruining the story, okay. Yeah, okay. No clouds for you today. Sorry.
Is it because you're sick, mister?
Yes, I'm very sick. Stay far away. Stay away. Before I know it, a smile is spread over my face. They say kids ask the toughest questions sometimes, and they sure do. They do. With how insincere Kylie looks. Lying feels like doing her a huge disservice.
No, not sick. Just having a very, very bad day.
Why is that? Is that like when my big brother ate all of my pudding? He did that once and I cried. It wasn't very nice of him.
Are we... We're really doing this?
Yeah, I think so.
It's not even remotely the same thing.
You see, there's this mean girl.
Mean
She's
girl.
giving my friends and I a lot of trouble. Hard to keep up when things are like that, you know? Especially when you can't do anything. It's kind of scary. Makes you wish things will just stay as peaceful as they used to be.
Maybe she just wants to be friends with you?
You know, she's not half wrong there. She might appear scary or frightening or whatever, but maybe that's how she ended up when she died. Maybe she's trying to tell you guys something.
I highly doubt that. She already hurt one of my friends.
What if she's just sad? Or maybe she just wants help. That's what happened with Melody. I let her borrow my crayon when she left hers. Now we're playmates.
Okay.
It's not really the same thing, Kylie. What she did, they're pretty bad things.
I still think there's another reason. Did you try talking to her? That's what Mama said I should do.
Actually, no, they haven't tried talking to her. That's a very good point, Kylie. You're very smart. Thank you so much.
I don't think that'll work either.
You haven't even tried yet. You sound like Rowan. You're just scared, mister.
That strikes a chord. Maybe it's the honesty in her tone or simply the truth in the words itself. I don't know why, but I can't help it. I laugh. Oh yes. Loud enough to disturb an elderly couple taking a leisure walk
Why
nearby.
are you laughing?
That's nothing. You're a really smart kid, you know that?
That's what I've been doing, ain't it? Go full speed ahead, then backtrack when the going gets tough. Stay in my safe zone because that's what I know. Once Dr. Navarro said I should be the first one willing to deal with my problems before anyone else. I didn't show up on our next appointment after that, but he's right. And though I hate to admit it, knowing what I've seen, but the kid makes a good point too. I've been so caught up thinking there might not be a way out. Maybe there isn't, or maybe there is, but that doesn't mean I should just leave it up to fate. Yeah, damn man, come on!
You better get to school though, or you'll miss sports day. You should've won yourself some awards, alright?
Alright. Can I show it to you when I do? That can cheer people up, right?
What a ridiculous thing to ask. How do you know you're ever gonna see me again? Game's gonna make sure I see this little twit again. Okay.
Nah, I'm good now, I think. Thanks to you. Besides, Mister needs to go. But you should show it to Mama and Papa. I'm sure they'll be proud of you, Kylie.
I will. Thanks, mister. Bye.
Oh, she's gone, finally.
But aren't you going to help me, mister?
With what?
Confused, I glance back. Oh my god. Who was he talking to? Is that her as a kid? It can't be. The school uniform is not that old. Okay. Whatever cheer our little talk brought has vanished under the shadows suddenly dancing in my eyes. This frigid air is most definitely not how the morning chill should feel like. Bitter, stinging, unwelcoming. And the kids...
What do you think, mister? Are you going to help me?
Leave us alone! What did we do to you?
The response never comes, however, because when I blink, gone.
Hello? Mister? Are you okay?
Jeez, look at her eyes, man. For several passing seconds, I let my stare linger on her face, waiting for any sign of another change. But all that remains in there is the carefree smile of a child, none of the spite, none of the cold, bloody smile.
Nothing. I really need to go, Kylie. It was nice meeting you.
See you again, mister!
That fucking face on her, that freaks me out. She was talking to him now. This is what it is. And if we don't do something soon, we all will be going insane. Oh, God. Why doesn't she just tell them what she wants? At least this time he asked, like, what did we do to you? But she didn't answer. Just, are you gonna help me? So what, does she want help then? What's she trying to tell? The tremors follow me even as I get home. I had hoped a little stroll around the block for a few hours would help. Instead, I am assaulted with more images of her. Her smile, the loathing in her eyes, the stench of gore, the horrid crunch that comes with every movement she makes. Even old memories have been sullied by her, and Ma's song no longer sounds as sweet as it meant to be. In the end, all I got is a sinking feeling I will never be rid of her image, and another ridiculous idea that may or may not even work. The sun is already hanging low on the horizon when I make it back, and for the first time coming home feels more like a chore. Only I didn't arrive to an empty room, because as soon as I open the door, I am greeted by none other than...
Sup, Z-Man?
Oh, thank you, Lord. I couldn't handle a third time.
I told you we should have called him before going here.
It's fine.
It's Isabella and, Z-Man or whatever. Yeah, Ashton! It is Ashton I see first, sitting comfortably on my couch, munching on a bag of chips with both feet propped atop the coffee table. Thanks, nice one there. Whatever proverbial stone has made a home at the pit of my stomach automatically flies right out the window at the sight of him. But before any exasperation can set in, my attention is taken by the other occupant in the room. Isabella perches on the only other chair in the room, attempting to make herself smaller. It seems from how closely she's hugging her arms around her. Nevertheless, she gives me a small smile when she notices my stare. Yet somehow there ain't any warmth in it like it's supposed to have.
Hey, Zach. Sorry we just barged in here. Ash was...
Relax. Z-Man gave me a copy of the key himself.
Only after you broke the 13th one? I can't keep replacing them every time you think it'd be a good idea to break into my apartment. And stop calling me Z-Man!
I didn't break anything this time.
Ash, just because I gave you a key doesn't mean you can just stroll in here whenever you want to. And, hey, is that my...
Ash smirks at me because, of course, he has the gall to smirk knowing what he did. He pops in what's very likely the last piece of chip into his mouth and folds the wrapper neatly on the table before throwing it on the nearby trash. From her chair, Isabella shoots me an apologetic smile as soon as the foil hits the waste bin with a dull thunk. Common sense dictates that I should be angry, but after everything, having something normal play out in front of me, no matter how childish their antics can get, I can't bring myself to muster even a tidbit of it. Behind me, the television starts blaring the music for the end credits of a movie. They have likely been waiting for a while if Ash has gotten impatient enough to rummage through the cupboards and watch something.
Of course he eats all of it. You know, I was saving that for the weekend.
Yeah. While I was playing game, so that people can see me eating it on the camera. Now you just ruined the whole fucking plan. I need some water.
Did you at least share some with Bella?
Don't worry about it. I'm good, Zach.
Really? It's free food, you know? What was that you usually say? You don't say no to free food? What happened?
No, I'm just not hungry.
Ash only shrugs at the question in my eyes. I can't be the only one who finds this vibe she's giving off to be odd, and the guy has no doubt already caught wind of it.
Aye. But if you want something, just say so. I've got a fully restocked pantry right here at your disposal. Still not a 5-star level thing, but for an empty stomach, it'd do. Just say the word.
Just say the words. Zach is the man.
Thanks, Zach. Maybe next time. Food is not really what we came here for. Ash, he's the one who...
She casts a brief glance at Ash, and in an instant he sits up. What's going on?
Alright, you two, what's this about? I don't like those looks.
A short but tense pause follows. They're both stalling. Come on, spit it out, man. Tired of this. Come on.
We just thought we should check on you.
You just thought you should check on me. You should think about telling me that you are also seeing this ghost bitch thing. And what about you, Ash? Have you seen her? You don't seem so because you seem more confident. I almost fucked up with that word.
After what happened to Rose,
Okay.
Please don't tell me something happened again.
No, nothing. None so far. And we're keeping it that way as much as possible.
Ash, it's not that easy. This isn't some...
We don't know that. Let me...
What? They know something. Come on, spit it out, man. Ooh, when I start playing Ash, I'm gonna know the truths behind the story.
Let me look at this first, okay? I agreed to help, but you've got to let me handle things from now on.
I already told you everything.
She told him everything! When we're playing Ash, we're gonna know the bloody truth.
There must be something we're not seeing in this just yet. We'll sort this out, but no more silly ideas and running around on your own. You're making people worry more than necessary. Becca, especially.
So everything's fine?
Depends on who you're asking. How are things with you? Anything odd?
Good, I guess. Admittedly, how things went down at the housewarming party last night threw me off a bit.
I'm not asking about that. Remember the letter thing Isabella's been yapping on about?
Come on, let's talk about it, man.
I'm asking about that kind of odd.
Come on, Zach, tell him the truth. I look at him. Gaped. More like gapped. Okay. His serious expression doesn't waver despite the perplexed look I shoot him. There's a brief second I let pass as I wait for the heavens to fall somewhere. It doesn't come. The sky is still bathed in vibrant reddish hues as it waits for the night to arrive. Come on!
Well, the dreams, they're a lot worse than usual.
Yes.
There's a woman now, ever since we saw that letter. I don't know if it's the same one Isabella talked about. Maybe it is, maybe it ain't. I really don't want to go back to sleep sometimes. Last night was the worst. Anyway, why are you asking about this?
Rose's death isn't just a coincidence, Zach. It may have something to do with... I may have...
Wait, stop right there for a sec, Bella. I thought you ain't buying this stuff, Ash. Just the other day, you said the exact same thing.
I still don't, but even Rebecca, out of all people, claims there's something. Whatever this is, someone has got to look into it. Everything about this screams shady.
Are you sure you even have the time? Ain't you busy with your current case?
I got taken off that one.
You didn't say you were taken off your case.
I just got the news this morning. Apparently the higher-ups think I'm doing a horrendous job at it. It doesn't matter though. If these two cases are connected like I initially thought, then regardless, I'm on the right track.
Are you sure we should even be doing this?
Doing what exactly?
Yeah, what are we doing? What exactly are we doing here?
There's someplace we'll visit after this.
Too vague for comfort, Ash.
Ugh.
And please don't tell me you're bringing her with you.
You know what? Zach's right, Isabella. You don't have to come with me.
It's not myself I'm worried about. It's you. I'll just do this myself, if it'll get you into more trouble with your superiors. At least I can make up an excuse why I need to be there.
Don't be ridiculous. You're not walking in there without me. Besides, I think it's a little too late to back out now. Have you two seen the news this morning?
No.
I haven't, actually.
What
Mama-
now?
Mama called, and I was busy.
What happened on the news? Can we
No
get
problem.
to that?
It should be in the afternoon news as well.
Oh, man burned after room catches fire. Help me, help me. This make no sense. This makes speak English proper. Makes no sense. I thought the people that looked at the letter are the ones who are supposed to commit suicide or whatever. Why are all these other random people dying? Okay, Rose was Isabella's friend, but who the fuck is this guy? He grabs the remote and cycles through. A guy has been found dead in the early hours of the morning today. Burned alive this time. Oddly, no fire has spread and whatever damage has been contained within the place the body was found. The room itself, however, has been completely vandalized. Help me, help me, help me. Another murder, the authorities claimed. Isabella and I knew better. None of us shifts even after the report ends, but the room has suddenly felt stifling. Who is that random guy? Jesus, this makes no sense, man. Makes no sense.
This is because of that thing, isn't it? I did this somehow.
How? Do you know that guy on the TV? Did you show him the letter? No. We can still fix this. Is there something I can say to make her feel better? There's nothing we can do. No. There is something. We can communicate with this woman and ask her what she wants. Get out the Ouija board.
It ain't too late. We could still fix this. There's 3 of us here. 4 if you count Rebecca.
No, she's staying away from this.
She looked at the letter. You're lying to yourself if you think nothing is gonna happen to her.
I don't want to involve her in this any more than I already have.
I already said it. That's completely out of the question. Stop asking.
Still and all, that's 2 extra heads who can do the thinking. Between us 3, I'm sure we'll figure something out pretty soon.
Come on, Zach. Put some positivity in the situation.
Don't make this whole thing sound like it's a piece of cake to deal with.
It ain't. But better than sitting around, yeah? Plan is still a plan.
You're going to shoot yourself in the foot one day with that kind of thinking. We don't even know who's doing this. The last 2 murders might just be similar incidents done by 2 different suspects.
Hasn't stopped you from going after them before. Remember that time when you...
Okay, stop right there. There will be no retelling of that incident today, Z-Man. Or ever.
Keep calling me Z-Man and maybe I will.
Come on. We can do this. Solve the mystery. Solve the murders.
Thanks, you two.
Catch the ghost woman. Have we told ourselves that it's a ghost? Or does Ash just think it's a person? Well, ghost is still a person, but like a living, breathing, bleeding person.
I'll tell you about it when he's not around.
Give it up, Z-Man. She's not interested.
Who says I'm not?
Why am I even friends with you two?
They take their leave mere minutes close to sundown, but regardless of the lighter mood, little has been said of their plans, only vague hints of what they're aiming to do after. While it ain't any of my business to know, something about this whole thing still gnaws at me. A tiny passing thought urges me to do something as well. We're going to take out the Ouija board. At this hour, the streets are once again busy with people heading home after a hard day's work. Little of the bustle matters to them as they step out the crowded hallway, however. Ash especially. There's only his goal in his mind, and I'd wager there's nothing I can do to stop him at this point. Okay.
Something wrong, Bella?
No, Can you check on Becca for me after this? I really didn't get the chance to tell her where I'm headed off to. Tell her I'm okay, and we're... No, just that. That's all.
That you're okay.
You sure I should skip on that part? If she finds out about this, she'll be angry. I don't really want to deal with angry Rebecca. It gives me a stomachache just thinking about it.
Neither do I, but I'll handle it if she gets mad. Just make sure she's safe and tell her to be careful. You too. Take care of yourself.
Almost abruptly she pauses, the gaze in her eyes hardening as she lapses into another one of those long-distance silences from earlier. This ain't just because of the whole fiasco with the letter anymore.
I don't want what happened to Rose to happen to you guys as well.
This one cut deeper. Okay.
Come on, we don't have much time. Shirley's waiting.
Shirley?
Sure. Oh, right. Don't answer that. I don't want to hear it, you huge dork.
Says the person who gave her stuffed toys names. Batcat? Really?
It's cute. Yours is just weird. I'll see you later, Zach.
Who's Shirley?
Is she alright?
What? Who's okay?
Isabella. She's been, I don't know, out of it today? Did something happen earlier?
A scowl on his face says it all.
She's actually been like that this morning. I'll ask, but...
Just do me a favor and watch over her. We have no idea what we're dealing with. I don't know what happened to her since the last time I saw her. But from how she's been doing today, whatever it is, seems like a pretty big deal. Wait, you didn't annoy her again, did you? Because I swear to God, if you did, you've got another thing coming for you.
What? No. Why would I?
You got the Z-Man on your back now.
I'm just asking. I'll take your word for it. But if you can find out what's bothering her, that'd be nice. Honestly, I don't think it's the letter this time.
I'll see what I can do.
Make sure you keep yourself out of harm's way, alright?
Yeah, you too. Don't do anything reckless again.
Reckless, no. But I can't make you to promise I won't do anything. After seeing that, there's no way in hell I'm going to pretend there ain't a problem when there is.
No ways.
This is a really big one. And I'll be damned if I let anything happen to you guys while I sit here. I'm done running when things get tough.
He's about to argue for a moment, but...
Look, bro, if things ain't good, I'll be the first one out. But allow me this one thing, alright? Just this one time. If it doesn't work out, you'll be the first one to know. You can laugh then, or berate me all you want. But please don't ask me to step aside like I'm incapable of doing anything to help.
That's right.
All right. Stay safe, Zach.
It's getting intense. Alright, you guys. I thought Zach's story would be ending in this episode, but clearly it isn't. It's still going on. So I'm going to need to leave the episode there. Otherwise, this video is going to be like an hour long, over an hour. I'd like to go. But it's getting really juicy. We're getting really close. And I'm so glad. Ash knows something. I think when we do the Ash story, we're going to get closer. Much closer. So, I'm just saying. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to see you guys next time. If you liked it and enjoyed the video, just hit that like button. It's so easy. Just hit it. You can hit the subscribe button. I put it on at the end of every video, so it's easy. Just click it and subscribe if you like and you want to see more content. And leave me some suggestions and comments if you want to see me playing any other games. You know, I'm always open to play any other horror games, cute games, free games, popular games. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to see you guys next time. Until then, have an awesome day and night in the gaming world. Cheers.